So my journey with franchising started when I was in operations at Potbelly. Prior to that, I'd worked for Starbucks, which is not a franchisor. And Potbelly at the time was 100% company owned and operated, but decided to initiate a franchise program about 2010. So I got the opportunity to come on board to an entirely new growth platform, franchising at Potbelly. Alongside a well-established and closely held brand. So it was a pretty interesting experience learning that fine line that comes with franchising of what happens in terms of selection, in terms of execution, as you bring franchisees on board to make sure that the brand execution is just really perfect and those franchisees are the right fit to help scale the brand. So super interesting experience. I spent about a third of my time at Potbelly in franchising internationally in the Middle East, Canada, and throughout the United States. And when I came on board at Aloha, I immediately realized that this was a preeminently franchisable concept, from the relative simplicity of operations to the cash-on-cash returns to the very scalable build-out and footprint. And so we've been franchising since mid-2019 and are really happy with the franchisees we've brought on board to the team so far. There are two things I really love about franchising. So one is the entrepreneurial mindset and the super smart people that you get to bring on as franchisees, and the value they can add to the system. One of our biggest franchisees has a background that includes ambassadorship at the United Nations, leading company operations for a huge Texas-based burger chain, and is currently a chicken franchisee. And so someone with that level of intelligence and drive and experience is really cool to work with and adds so much value to our system. So I love working with franchisees. They're smart, they're driven, they're passionate, and they can really help propel your brand to the next level. The number one thing is that owner's drive. Franchising is all about, I've got this great engine, here's what you need to put in it, and then we're going to let you drive it within the guardrails as fast and as hard as you can. And that opportunity, that upside potential is so critical. So, driven, entrepreneurial, values-based entrepreneurs who want to work inside an established system. They want the support, whether it's branding or supply chain or the operations manual, of course, the decor, the design, the innovation that comes along with working for an established brand. But they don't want a W-2 job. They want to build their dream through franchising as a business owner. So I think that owner's drive, the willingness and not too much entrepreneurial spirit to be willing to and want to work aligns with a values-based franchisor to move forward is really that magic combination. So franchising is a big industry. So, we're in the food space at Aloha Poke, but not all of franchising is food. It's everything from hotels to car dealerships to home care services to healthcare, cleaning, repair, you name it, it's all over the place. So I think given the category you were in, the pandemic obviously had an outsized effect, possibly good, possibly bad, on whatever franchise model you're associated with. In the food space, it was very much a sort of a tale of two cities. You had fast food drive-thrus, pizza, chicken wings that really crushed it during the heat of the pandemic, the middle of the pandemic. We're obviously still on this long trail out. But you also saw on the flip side, whether it was government restrictions or just customer sentiment, full service, obviously casual dining models that relied upon filling dining rooms twice a service, twice a day, got hit really, really hard. We at Aloha were able to really navigate this sweet spot where we've utilized a smaller footprint than a traditional fast casual restaurant since day one. Most of our orders were coming in digitally through some platform or vehicle or another prior to COVID. So we really just leaned in on the digital trend. And then finally, when a lot of folks were looking at how do I pare down my menu, either because of supply chain pressures or staffing tensions, we've been pretty focused on keeping the menu nimble and purposeful. And so we were able really to execute through COVID without many of the same disruptions that a lot of our peers in the fast casual space have felt. So for us, it was really more of a lean in, depending upon real estate type, because we were really uniquely, I guess, lucky positioned for something like this with our model going forward. And so we're really just seeing a new starting line as the COVID wanes, hopefully, and we get back to whatever this new weird normal is. Franchising is such a cool, interesting business, just given the diversity and the array of entrepreneurs that you can choose to align yourself with as you scale your brand. I think that a lot of franchisees who are maybe multi-concept, multi-brand, or a lot are circling the wagons, or maybe dusting off, depending upon what COVID meant for their business and how that felt for them as a business owner. And so what I'd say is that values alignment and that relationship is so important, because you want franchisees who are going to be on your side of the table, not just when everything's great, but also when there are real challenges ahead, who are willing to work together with you toward a solution, toward marketplace growth, and toward those dreams coming true.